come into my mind when I was when we were researching the products, whatever comes into my mind, everything I write it down, and also deep when I go into deep inside the functions of the body, I usually draw, and also with the functions of our body, usually create the active compounds. How it works, the drawing also kept the raw material what I had from our R&D lab now, what the material whatever I had, that is in the PPT. You can see it. What not for, like, we don't want to give an extraordinary PPT version, is not like that. It's a raw material from our R&D lab. You can see here I told you this is science of success, that is MART. You can see here that we introduced MART, that is metabolic aging repair therapy. It's a health renovation with all innovation in it. It's a renovation, we can say, and also an innovation is into the MART. What I told you, it's a metabolic aging repair therapy. Immediately your mind would have asked a question, what is metabolic aging? Correct? What is metabolic aging? So aging, the term you know about before. Aging is a term you know before. Aging is, what is aging? When you are growing older, it is said to be an aging. What is metabolic aging? We go into the metabolic aging. For that, you want to know about what is normal aging. What is normal aging? Normal aging is nothing but getting old. You will be getting old, and after getting old, you will be weakened. That is the normal aging. And what is metabolic aging? Before I am explaining about what is metabolic aging, you see this picture. You can, from this picture, you can note that you can see here a younger person going older is said to be a normal aging. Then in a metabolic aging is nothing but a small thing may come in your mind. It is nothing but a person who is become tired is said to be metabolic aging. Then I will go deep into what is metabolic aging. A question may arise in your mind, which one we need to worry about most? What is the aging or the metabolic aging? What do you want to worry about? It's so I'm getting older that you want to worry about, or about the metabolic aging that you want to worry about. What do you want to worry about? And what we are facing today. Some of the conditions we are facing today, no? What are the conditions we are facing today? Is because of aging or metabolic aging? Something would be pop out in your mind. Some answers will be in your mind. I think so. Because everybody are facing different kinds of problems. Let's detail more about what is metabolic aging and also its difference. Normal aging. Normal aging in humans, how it represents it, it is an accumulation of changes in a human body over time. When times comes, it's a changes in your body. What it may be a physical changes, it may be a psychological changes, and also a social changes. A society also says that you are growing older. Your aging is also getting older. The society also says psychologically changed and also physically also changed. This is a normal aging. Then you go into metabolic aging. What is metabolic aging? Age is one of the most important factor of changes in energy metabolism. When you are getting older, all of you can agree, when you are getting older, when your age is getting older, when you are growing, no, can you say that your energy level also reduces? Can we say? When you are little, our energy level is very high, and when you are growing old, our energy level declines. No, it declines, and our energy metabolism also declines. Did you compare your age and your energy level? When you compare your energy level and age, if you want to equalize your energy level, now what your energy level with your age means, will you accept that what's your age is your energy level? Will everybody can accept? No, no one can accept, because we are not same as the age what we are. The energy is not same as what our age is, because our age may be 34 and we feel like 45. Correct or not? In sometimes, if you are doing so much of exercise and energy and dieting and meditation, some kind we can suppress this metabolic aging. But I am sure about that everybody won't feel that our age is not equal to your energy metabolism. That's what's it about metabolic aging. So energy is energy. How energy is created? When your body organs work properly, when your functions of your organs work properly, what happens? Our metabolism also works properly. All the activities in your body also work effectively. That's what we can say. Your heart functions properly so that your BP level will be low normal. You won't frustrated immediately, and your pancreas will work proper, and you won't get sugar level on your body, and you won't feel energy lack. When you're feeling energy lack, if you take some sweets, you feel so energetic. Why? Because your glucose level is fluctuating, so you feel so. And your intestine will be always smooth and peaceful. Whether you feel your intestine is peaceful and smooth? No. Some of the times when we are in dieting or when we are in an extraordinary condition with our scheduled lifestyle, if you have a scheduled stressless and also a dieting lifestyle, then your intestine will be so peaceful, so hormonal, and also so happy. But now everybody cannot accept that our intestine will be so peaceful. You may feel bloating, you may feel gastric problem, you may feel ulcer. Each and everybody has different kinds of problems. Okay, you may feel so hungry. Some people may be dumb enough, they cannot eat properly. Like a lot of problems where some people may be feeling some acid reflection. Lot of problems will be there. More you can add also. I'm telling examples, but more you can add according to your conditions. Okay, then so it is not, it will not be no longer to be your age now. It is no longer, you cannot say it's my age, that's why I'm getting this condition. No longer you cannot say, correct or not? No longer we cannot say it's my age, because so that only this condition, because it's apart from age. So only we can say it's a metabolic aging, because our metabolism declines and metabolic activity. All those problems here. This is a simple example we can say. This is a gut microbial. What I'm saying is intestine is not hormonal properly. That is, the gut does not work proper, and also the metabolic shift. So it won't work proper. The hormone won't signal proper. The hormone won't secrete proper. The energy level won't secrete proper. What happens? It shifts from one place to another. So the metabolic shifting will be there. And your vascular, all body is made up of valves. All vascular mechanism only. Without blood vessels we cannot live, because our body is completely with all bones and it was covered with the vascular level. And when there is vascular impairment, if your vascular impairment is heart, your heart problem. If your vascular impairment is your eyes, then you get an eye problem. If your vascular impairment is in your leg, and you get a varicose vein or legs problem. So vascular impairment also occurs because of metabolic acid. You relate it. What I'm saying is, when your age, it is not related to your age. If it is related to your metabolic age, these and all will happen. Correct or not? These kind of vascular difficulties will be happening in your body. And also the cognition power, the thinking power also decreases. And anxiety. Now people are so much stressful. They are not peaceful itself. They are so much stressful. Always jumping like what is my son usually used to say. It's like jumping like a frogs kind of thing. Yeah, anything, any problem in our family or any problem in the society or with our friend circle, immediately we jump like why? Because of anxiety. Why anxiety is coming? Because our metabolism is not proper. If a hormone is not proper, because our body itself has some hormones. If you are anxiety person, if you are stressful person, immediately your brain will secrete cortisol is a hormone, which is happy hormone. Now there is a block in your cortisol hormone. So it is not compensating properly. So when it is not compensating properly, when it is not mixing properly, what happens? Immediately the stress level increases, the anxiety level increases. This relates to different kinds of issues also. Okay. Now, the same question I ask you. Which one we have to worry about? Is an aging or metabolic aging? Which one we have to worry about? Can you tell me? Metabolic. I'm expecting more sound from you people. It's aging or metabolic aging? I'm clear only, no? I'm clear only, no? Yes. Everybody are listening, no? Yes. Then you can answer me. What you want to worry about? You want to worry about your aging or your metabolic aging? Metabolic aging. You have to worry about your metabolic aging, because your metabolism is not proper, and you have you will be facing lot of problems today, and you will be having so much of questions. I am more much considered about my health, because when I see about all the leaders, you are all leaders that I know about. When you are leaders, you will be knowing about more about the health, more about the functions, more about organs, more about even supplements, more about even now you are very familiarized with nutraceutical supplements also, dietary supplements, nutraceutical, everything you are familiar about. And also daily I'm conscious about. You're daily conscious about your health, no? Because as you are a business person, you should be conscious about the health because the basement is your health. Then only the opposite, your friends or opposite person health. So daily I'm thinking about health, then more what I want to think. That we are going to see in our presentation. Okay. Yes, what you said is right. It is metabolic aging. This because of metabolic aging, lot kind of problems occur. This is, and you can see about cells. So I have to teach you about what is cells and what is healthy cells, what is unhealthy cells that you want to talk about. Before that, the difference between, I will tell you some differences. You can see about some differences. That is, normal aging is a program process. Correct? It's a program process. If you wish or not, if you like or not, if you feel good or not, your age will grow. Correct? Year is growing, age is growing. 2020 lockdown. But age, there is lockdown from our age? No lockdown from our age. 2021, your age is increased. Correct? What I'm saying is right only no. Okay, it's a program process. It's like a program. No interruption, no lockdown, nothing will be there. If your age will change. Okay. Then, but when you talk about metabolic aging, it's a damage and error process. When your system is damaged, I told you before itself, your vascular system or any system, when its system is damaged and you have an error process, then it is a metabolic aging. And also normal aging is a pathway of getting old. It's nothing but it's a pathway. That is, you cannot stop that pathway. That pathway will go step by step. Somebody will recognize what the pathway is going. Somebody will think, after 50, I feel like 20. Like that, it's your psychological feeling. But the process won't stop it. It goes internally and also externally also. It goes internally and also externally also. And physically and also mentally also. Physically you feel low and also mentally also we feel somewhat reducing when your age also increases. When you go into metabolic age, it's a pathway of getting diseased. It's nothing but a pathway of disease. Are you accept no? If it is a pathway of disease. So this is an inherited one. Is what you can say is these diseases are asset. Is our asset? No. It's our wealth? No. Health is only our wealth, no? So, when there is a metabolic aging, it is not our assets. It's we itself creating the pathway to be damaged and it is disease. Aging, we cannot stop. But metabolic aging, we can stop. Okay. Then inherited since mankind. When mankind is formed, it is inherited. It cannot be changed. That's what I told you. But it is occurred, but we can stop it. But most of them, without recognition, we cannot stop it. That is what our concept also. We want to repair the metabolic age therapy. That is what our concept. Okay, certain mandatory and regulatory and necessity by law of nature. It's a law of nature. Aging is a law of nature. But when you talk about metabolic aging, it's an unnecessary, mostly unregulated. It is not a regularity, is not there. And an involuntary process. You don't want no. Metabolic aging, do you want? You don't want, but it's an involuntary process that comes into your body. Okay. That you can say about why I want to more talk about the concept now. When I talk about the concept only, you can realize what our product about, what is going to work about. Okay, you know itself you have a clear idea. For this metabolic aging, there will be a solution. Ma'am will say a solution that you have in your mind now. Keep that in your mind, and we will slowly go about our products. Okay, now we can talk about what is normal aging and metabolic aging. Normal aging is nothing but it's an official value. It's an official value because whenever you are writing your name, you have to write your age, means you have to write your official value of name. But when it's metabolic aging, it's a scientific value. Do you accept? It's a scientific value, correct? Scientific order. How well your body is lived, how you are living. That is not how well lived. I cannot say. Okay, you can earn more and you will be well groomed. So we cannot say how well you are learned. I cannot say that question. But I can ask you a question. How well your body is lived. how you lived with your body. Are you completely happy with your body, or do you also affect with the metabolic aging? Then you have to come to our concept, that is metabolic aging repair therapy. Okay, normal age is time period value of our body. What's the time period? It's a time period. I told you before, sir. Metabolic aging is rate, power, efficiency, the stability of the body, the regularity of the body, the value of our body. That is the metabolic age. Metabolic age is also, we can say, it's a measurement or evaluation of your biological activity. Your biological activity is nothing but metabolic aging. What is biological activity? Biology. You had heard about the word biology. Biology is nothing but how your body works, how your cells works. That is biology. Animals has biology, humans has biology, and plants also has biology. And when you talk about humans has this tendency of this metabolic aging process because when your biology deteriorates, that is a biological activity reduces. That is the metabolic aging, what I am talking about. Then we have to know about what is biological activity. No, you have a question. No, I was telling about metabolic aging, then suddenly shifting into biological activity. Metabolic aging is related to biological activity. When your body activity reduces, your metabolism reduces, and automatically the aging reduces. You think about your old vehicle. Okay. When you are using for a very long time of your vehicle, what happens? When you are using a very long time, a same vehicle, its engine will be aged. The parts will be aged. Whatever you are using in the vehicle, everything will be aged. Aged, no. Then what happened? It will be repaired, it will be damaged. But a person is completely managing and maintaining his vehicle for a very longer time. Was oiling the vehicle and also repairing the vehicle, does not allow it to damage the vehicle. How the vehicle will be? If you talk about a period of 5 years or 10 years, how the vehicle will be? The vehicle will be the brand new vehicle, how we bought now. Same like that, same now also after 10 years. When you are managing, when you put some effort to maintain your vehicle, no, for a period of time, then the vehicle may be a car, it may be your bike, or it may be a cycle. Also, if you are maintaining for a period of time, what happens? When you are maintaining for a period of time, automatically what happened? Your vehicle will be brand new. Same way, when your body is maintained for a longer period of time, when you are carrying your body, when you are giving correct input to your body. Now you are carrying. I cannot say you are not carrying, because if you with care only you want to know about health, you are now sitting in this meeting. Correct? No, I cannot say you are not carrying. You are carrying, but the right type of input, what you have to give to your body, that you want to know that. When you know what right things to be given to your body, then that right things will effectively reduce your metabolism damage or repair. Biological activity. I will tell you, this is the activity. You know about the body. When your organs, your body, no, the whole body is made up of organs. The organs are made up of muscles. When muscles combine together, it made up of tissues. Correct? Tissues are made up of cells. Okay, when you go into cells, the cells are made up of DNA, mitochondria, nucleus, RNA, and inside the cells, if you go into it, the cells has different part. This is the reason for all the organs to work, because our organs is made up of cells. Each and every cells are important, right or not? Each and every cells are important. We cannot say this cell is okay, that cell is not okay. Like we talk about our phone, we cannot say about our body, no, the cells what we are having in our hand. Can we compare with our body cells? No, we cannot compare. We may be changing. When it is upgrading, we immediately will change our cells. Like that, we cannot change our cells. But whatever blood cells, the same. The embryo has the cell. The same cell will be multiplied, and now we are having the same cells only. Right or not? The embryo, when you in the mother's womb, when an embryo is formed, the cells, the same cells only what we are having also now. The cells cannot be changed. Okay, the cells has to be maintained. That what we can say. This is a biological normal activity. You would have heard about tissues alone. When you go inside the cells, that is the biological activity. We can say. We can say here how our organs are formed. This is a simple diagrammatic representation. We can say. I told you from the plate of our lab. I'm showing you the picture which says about, I told you embryo, no? The embryo. From the embryo, the cells are differentiated. When the cells are differentiated, what happens? Each cells divided to form. For example, if you say, if an embryo, the cells are differentiated. Okay, it is multiplied or it is divided. When it is divided, what it actually does? It goes into a cluster of cells. With the cluster of cells, liver is formed. With the cluster of cells, heart is formed. With the cluster of cells, the other kidney is formed, your body is formed. So, basis on one cell. From the one cell, the humans are formed. Correct or not? Our body is completely formed. So, another way I can say about cells. The cells can be explained as, what we can explain is in a both way. I like this term very much. What is the term is? It is similar, but also different. Cells are similar, correct? But also different. Do you accept? Cells are similar, but it also different. Why no? 50% similar and 50% different. Because it's all the cells has nucleus, all the cells has mitochondria, all the cells has the endoplasmic reticulum, fluids also flowing outside and also flowing inside. But when we talk about cell activity, the biological activity of the cells, each cells differs each other. Each cells were, even it a long run of difference, we can say each cells are different with each other. That we can say it. Okay, these are the how the system, the human body is formed. You can see here the proliferation, the migration, everything combined together and form as a human body. That what I explained to you, that's all organs as a collection of various tissues, and these various tissues are the forms of specialized cells and organized from one general embryo as a result of fertilization. That is, one sperm and one ovum combined together, a cell is formed. Okay, and every organs 50% each other similar and 50% compared with each other. This is a pattern of biological activity of every cell has a small same mode of operation. That what we can say. Where and how does the process of cells results in a disease? That have a question. That will be in your mind. How these cells are, when you're talking about cells, is fresh enough? No. How fresh enough cells? But our body cells, when we see about body cells, we won't say like it's a fresh enough cells. As I told you before, we can change our old model cell, but we cannot change our body cells. When we close our eyes and see, think about our cells, we cannot say it's a fresh enough cells. It is not a fresh enough cells till date. That is what we say about the metabolic aging. But we can make it as a fresh enough cells. How we can make it as a fresh enough cells? That what our research is. That what our MART is. That what our therapy is. The therapy is nothing but we are regenerating the cells. We are innovating the cells. We are renovating the cells. We can say in the house, we are renovating the house, same way. We are renovating the cells. We are going inside the cells. We are going, you know about the plant. Plant will produce fruits. Okay, plant, root. I can say about root. But you know about soil. Soil is important for root. Without soil, root, how it can grow as a tree and a fruit? Correct or not? Soil is very important, no? So we are talking about soil. We think about the soil. When a researcher go inside deep into a research, her innovations, their innovation of scientist, researcher, innovations develop. That you accept, no? When it develop. When we develop all those ingredients, when we talk about the DNA, when we talk about the genetical model, when we talk about the genetical molecules, when we talk about the cells, the cell structure, the innovation of new kind of research material or new formulation has arrived. That is our product today now. Okay. You can see about that what I am speaking about, the structure of the cells. This is the structure of the cells. I don't want to go deep inside into the science and the background of the cells, but what I told you, the small thing that you know about here, this is the mitochondria, what is placed here, the nucleus is also placed here. There is a fluid here, and here is also a fluid, correct? This is the receptor of a cell. Whatever you are giving an input, the receptor has to accept. When your cells is accept, it will go inside. If your cells reject, it goes outside. Okay, your cell has to accept. So that only you can say, when you are taking a product, when you are taking any products, no, some days it will work. And after that, if you leave the product or do not use the product, it does not work. Because why it happening? It does not goes into the cells. It does not goes inside the cells. What happens? It automatically glows in the background of the cells and only work among the background of the cells. So you, for a certain period of time, you believe that you are relieved from a particular problem. You are talking about the root, but I am talking about the soil. The soil is nothing but the cells inside the cells. Okay, now we are going about the MART concept. You want to know about how our therapy works. Most of them would have think about some different concept. Whether I am talking about this active compounds that goes inside a cell, whether I am talking about active compounds that renovate the cells, or whether I am talking about an active compound which goes inside and makes the cells to form better. What is the active compound I'm talking about? That is the question mark it will be having in your mind. Now I'm going to explain about how our products works inside these cells. You can see here, this is the biological activity of cells. This how the products works in your cell. You know about signals. Do you know about signals? If you say no, I won't accept that. Correct? Daily you are living with signals only, no? Your phone signals. If one time you're not getting signals, no, you become very tense. That time we can see your stress level. That time you can calculate your metabolic aging also. Correct or not? Without signals, we cannot live now. Today the environment is bigger and nice because of signals only. Half of our life, more than half of our life is related to signals. TV signals, internet signals, and also phone signals, network signals, everything is related to signal. Same way, our cells is also having a signal. That signal we are talking about. For example, you see here, this is the signals. This signals, when you are hungry, immediately your brain signal will produce and signals will go inside the cells and it will say, produce this hormone, produce this enzyme. It will say what? Produce this hormone and produce this enzyme. Correct or not? Then only your hormones and enzymes and produce, you want to take food. Okay, this when the signal is proper, you want to take food. Correct? Same way, different examples we can say, but I don't want to go more about the physiology. General thing I will say, hungry and also some other activity what we are doing to do. Immediately the signal goes inside, immediately the activity in our cells also forms, we can say. When the signal is coming inside and say, produce enzyme, it will produce a. If it say, produce enzyme, it will produce or not? Yes or not? You have to answer me. When a signal goes into your cell, if it says immediately produce that hormone, immediately produce or not? If it says immediately produce that hormone or correct signal is not coming, it won't produce, no? It won't produce, no? That's why lagging in our cell mechanism, what we can say. That why lagging in our cell metabolism, what we say. That what we want to repeat. We want to give an active compounds or bioactive compounds which goes into your body and give a right signal. Right or not? When it goes into your body and gives a right signal, what happens? Immediately your body will get right signal and the right mechanism will produce and right function will be produced in your body. If it is a wrong signals, what happens? It won't produce. When you talk about herbal supplements and also supplements, it works, and how long it can work, and how effectively it can work, how far it works. That I will talk about in the coming slides. Now you know about signals and signals which goes into your body. Now you can see here, when there is a possible damage in a biological activity, when there is a possible damage, the signal molecule, I told you, low power, low quality and low strength. What happens? Signal molecule does not reach us properly the cells or reaches in a very inadequate strength it will take on. Then the receptors, I was talking about the receptors, no? It's a damage, when the receptors is damaged, when there is a poor quality, when there is a resistance to signals, it does not take the signal properly. What happens? When the receptors does not take the signal properly, it won't have a proper signals. For example, if you take about pancreas, when the pancreas does not produce insulin, when the cells, pancreas also has a cells, no? Each cell has a receptor. That receptor receptors only will take the signals and produce the insulin, and the insulin has to go into your cells and ask the cells to open, and when it opens only, the glucose molecule will goes into your cells, and the glucose molecule can break down and you get an energy. Okay, this was happening. You are not a diabetic people, but you are fond of sugars. You like to have sugars. When you have your sugars, you don't feel the tiredness. Correct or not? You won't feel the tiredness. You feel fresh immediately. How it come fresh immediately? You are not getting a proper signals. Then the cells will be getting the receptors. Receptors will be open. Your blood glucose won't goes into the receptors because no proper signal is there. Then what? And the wrong signaling is happening. When wrong signal is happening, your brain will say, you take sugar, you take sweet. Don't you feel whatever food you are having that has glucose, that is enough for your body? Then why you want an extra sugar? Why you want an extra glucose? You don't want an extra glucose. No, the concept you are understanding, or whether I want to explain it once more? Once more the receptor concept. Once more I will tell you, if it's a receptor, when you takes an signaling, it gets into your signal. It takes your signal inside the body. For example, if it's a pancreas, the pancreas what it does? The pancreas, when it get this signal, it produces insulin. Insulin what it does? Insulin goes into the cells and the cells will open. When insulin is a key. It's a key. When your door key, like door key, it will open the cells. Immediately the glucose will go into the cells. When it goes into the cells, the mitochondria, what happens? It works properly. And what happens? Glucose will be breakdown. Then only we are getting energy. Without energy, we cannot live. No. Energy metabolism only. I told you, basis energy metabolism. With energy only, all organs works. So the cells has to break down the glucose properly. So proper insulin has to be produced. For proper insulin, signal has to be produced in a right manner. Correct or not? When you are not getting a proper signals, when your receptors are repaired, what happens? Your cells will be open. It needs sugars. Because it's open, it needs sugars. Then only it has to break down something. But what if it is a proper signal? The blood and whatever food you take, whatever carbohydrate you take, that food itself will be break down and give you an energy. You don't want an extra energy. But in an abnormal mechanism, what it happens? In an abnormal mechanism, what it happens? You carve for sugars. Because not taking the sugar from your body, not taking the glucose from your body in your bloodstream, what happens? It indirectly it asks a wrong signal for your body to take more carving of sugar. Automatically, what happens? The metabolic aging take place. It overcome your aging process. It overcome your aging process. It go very fast beyond your aging process. What happens if you want to get 60 years only? Before and all, they used to say 65 years, 60 years only diabetes. Now the prevalence rate is among 35 years we are getting diabetes. Why we are getting? Because of unnatural signals, damaged signals, improper signals. Correct? When there is improper signals, it won't be proper. Then a disbalance in the intracellular fluid. This is, I was showing about the fluids, These fluids, the inside fluids and the outside fluids. These are the fluids. Then signal molecules, after enters into the cells, what happens? It has to amplify and strengthen. Amplifying means what? Amplifying means what? What an amplifier does? Anybody can say? Science only you cannot answer. This is not a simple question only. What an amplifiers do? What's that? Sound. What an amplifiers does? It's wrong also, okay, you tell me. Then only I feel you are interacting with each other. When we have so much of interaction, no language barrier is there. English also you feel like your own language, right or not?
Yes.
Okay. What is amplification?
It magnifies.
Yes, very good. It magnifies. For example, if it's any wavelength, can you say 250 wavelengths? It goes and signal is going. It becomes 400 wavelength or 1000 wavelengths. But it's very sound enough. The signal is very sound enough. Immediately your cells will be rejuvenated. That you won't need now. Correct? A simple signal is not, a simple wavelength is not enough for our body. We need an amplified and magnified signals. When it is an amplified and magnified signals only, your body works effectively. That amplification, that modification, that magnification of products only we are having. That kind of products goes into your body and magnifies and effectively changes your affects things. Then membrane damage. When there is a damage, we are talking about the membrane, no? That picture, you keep this picture in your mind. The membranes, the cell membranes. When there is a cell membrane damages also, this won't be proper. So how much we have to take care? It is not a single process. That is MART is not a single process. The metabolic aging repair therapy is not a single process. Just go inside and give a signal. It's not a process. Everything it has to take care. It has to take care of the cell membrane. It has to take care of the receptors. It has to take care of the fluid. It has to take care of the amplification. Everything it has to take care. Then only it's a whole lot therapy we can say. So that only I told you, we are trying for a complete effective metabolic change in your body, metabolic age repair process only we are trying. That's what I told you in the first itself. This is the membrane damage. The cellular membrane became thick and non-uniform and rough and non-permeable. Non-permeable what? It cannot go inside. It's non-permeable. This happens. Then what? Signal molecules cannot penetrate. So proper signals won't be happening. So abnormal signals will be there. Then mitochondrial problem. Then what is the mitochondrial problem? Mitochondrium, what everybody knows. Mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cells. Power bank means what? Mitochondria. So when mitochondrium does not work properly, the power does not goes properly. When there is no power, we doesn't have any alternative for power. Only mitochondria can give power. When the mitochondria is not proper in man, all cells has mitochondria. When it is not okay in your heart, when it's not okay in your brain, when the mitochondria is not proper in the cells of your kidney or in the cells of your lungs or the liver, what happens? A particular mechanism does not works in your body properly. Okay, this is the cell signaling activity. So that only I made it very simple. I feel that you all also feel simple only because it's a bigger science actually what I'm talking about. But I'm giving it in a very simpler way. And also the phases how to understand that, how you have to understand it. In a simple way I'm explaining you. You can see here the signal molecules. This is the influencer. How it has to influence. The signal molecule has to be influenced. When it influences only, the signal will be proper. Directly it reaches the target cells. What is the target cells? It should not go and reach the other cells. Then the signal is proper. No. No. The signal has to reach your cell. It should not reach your neighbor cell. No. It has to reach your cells. No. Your mobile cell signal and all. It has to reach you. It should not reach your other person's cell. If you are putting a network connection, no. If it goes to your neighbor placement, what will happen? Your network will be gone immediately. Then it's a problem. No, same way. The signal has to reach your target cells. It should not reach the other target cells. It should not, if you are giving a signal for what I'm telling about the hungry, no, when you are talking about the intestine, if you want to give a signal for an intestine, it has to go to the intestine. It should not go some other way. Then only some issues are coming. It may go, the signal may be different. According to the difference of the signal, your problem also differs. Your conditions also differs. This is the neuroendocrine metabolic pathway. You can see here, this is the neuroendocrine metabolic pathway. Signal molecules. The first activates the hormonal cells. The hormonal cells passes through the target cells. It passes to the target cells, and the target cells to the. Then the target cells has a cellular expression. Then the cells express in effective manner, influence in the effective manner. This is the neuroendocrine metabolic pathway. Neuroendocrine, what? Neuro means nerves. Endocrine means? Endocrine, what it does? It's a main, it is an hormone. With the endocrine glands only, most of the hormones are secreted. Most of the enzymes are related with endocrine hormones. So what happened? The nerves has to be proper to your hormones. Any problem if you are saying, if you talk about PCOD, if you talk about diabetes, if you talk about any kind of problems, immediately they are speaking about hormone. Your hormone system is not proper. So that only you are getting this kind of conditions. Doctors are talking about hormones, no? The hormones, how? The hormones how the signal goes, like a wire is the neurons. The wire is the nerves. The nerve signal has to be proper. When your nerves are proper, then your endocrine system will work proper. When your endocrine system works proper, then your activity also works proper. This is it. That only I talk about. Metabolic activities is equal to biological activity is called the biological productivity. When your biological activity is proper, the productivity from the biological activity is also proper. Right or not? Do you accept or not? Accept, no? When your biological activity is proper, your productivity is also proper. Cell, tissues, and then organs and the human body. Now what we are focusing is first human body, organs, tissues, that we are talking about. Correct? We stopped to the tissues. That what I told you, root. And we don't think about the soil. The soil is the cells. Now we are focusing on cells. When cell is okay, tissue will come. When tissues are okay, organs, and organs are okay, human body will be there. This is the anatomy. That anatomy is influencing physiology. Anatomy, what? When you are speaking about these signals, what I am talking is anatomy only, no? Your body, your cells, your signals, your nerves, this is your organs. This is an anatomy, no? I am talking about your anatomy. When you are taking care of your anatomy, your physiology will be proper. What is the physiology? Your hormone system will be proper, your enzyme system will be proper, your working mechanism will be proper, your organs will be proper, everything will be proper. The physiology, that to influence the physiology, that's our concept that we want to do to you. Okay. When an organ is diseased, the cellular metabolism is also diseased. That is metabolic aging. Simple way. Right now, the Ortuss, what we aim to repair and support the diseases, not the disease alone. We are not talking about disease. We are talking about diseased person. We are talking about diseased cells. We are not talking about. We are not going. If I'm taking a leader and I was giving a special training to you, what I will say? Go and give diabetes patient this. Go and give this heart problem people this product. That I'm not talking about. I'm talking about leaders. Come. We are talking about the diseased person, the diseased cells. We are talking about each and every personal cells of a human being, and the personal cells has to be targeted, and the targeted cells has to be effectively managed. That effective management, what we are saying about. This is you talk about ulcer. When you're talking about ulcer, you are talking about a fiber compounds or a fiber product. What happens? Your ulcer will be cured for 3 months. And after that, what you have to do? When you stop, after some days you feel so ulcerating. At the time you have to take your tablet. Correct or not? You want to take a capsules. You want to take a therapy. Any therapy to do the ulcer. That is the outer part of a disease. What we have talked about, outer part of the ulcer. Now we are talking about the inner part of the stomach. The inner part of the stomach is stomach cells. A signaling of the stomach cells. Immediately you can say, oh, it is like an ointment. It will go and apply in the cells. It will be cured. No, it is not an ointment. It is a signaling pathway. With the help of the signaling pathway, it gives an effective wave compounds, or the amplification of the signaling is proper. When the amplification of the signaling is proper, the cells will be effectively cured. And when we are taking one product for the stomach, when you are taking, or a liver, when you are taking, it completely your body will be effectively metabolized and effectively work properly. That is our concept. That is our MART concept that we can say. Okay. Now we go into products. Okay. Now you know about MART. I was continuously speaking about metabolic aging, and also your organs, your functions, everything I was speaking about. And some buddies are also nervous. Oh, this kind of problem is also, it is so deep inside our body. Whether it can be cured or not, you'll be having a question mark in your mind, and your faces also shows the same question mark, what I feel also. So now we can talk about the solution. What is the solution? The solution is our products, and our products, what we can say is, this product has a bioactive compound, which I was researched for a very long time. I was researching about the active compounds and also the extraction compounds. What I'm researched about. And apart from the extraction compound, now I am making the products which are the active compound. That active compounds, how effectively can deliver to your cells. That is what the research, what we are doing. That what I tell you, the therapy, the cell metabolic aging repair therapy, what we are doing. What we are doing is the active compounds. You know about herbal extract and the active compounds. This herbal, first you know about herbs also. Now we will talk about herbs. Herbs means, what it will do, it's a symptomatic effects. You know about Ayurvedic herbs and different kinds of herbs. It has a symptomatic effect for various disorder. For various disorder, herbs are there. When you talk about any herbs, you can also, even in houses also, you usually put some herbal drinks and take. Fenugreek means fenugreek water you will take, cumin water you can drink, cumin seeds you'll use, or ginger. Ginger also will take it as a tea. This is also a herb. Ginger is also a herb. So that herb, symptomatic effect, immediately you feel some relief in your gastric problem, or immediately you feel relief. That is a herb product. When you're talking about herbal extract, it supports an organ, tissues. It goes and sees what I told you about the extraction is like ulcer, simple ulcer means it goes into the ulcer. It helps the ulcer, the inflammations, to reduce the inflammations, and the product will be effective on immediate effect of your health. That immediate effect, immediately your inflammations will be removed or lesions will be reduced, and you feel then better effects. Okay. Then what we are talking about is the nutrients. That is the target nutrient. That is what we are talking about. The active compounds are the target nutrient. This target nutrients, I told you before, sir, it knows how to signal your body, how to target your cells, how to signal molecules will be effectively, how the target cells can be effectively made, and how it can optimize your cells, how it can amplify your wave signals, how it can magnify your wave signals, how it can effectively repair your cell membrane, how can effectively give one power to your mitochondria, how make the nucleus intelligently act on your particular problem. This and all, this particular compound will do. So what is a special compound? Well, I know about herbs here. That herbs, extractionists know. And from the extraction, active compounds also we know. Bioactive compounds also we know. What is a new thing? Apart from bioactive compounds, there is something. Yes, there is something. Apart from bioactive compounds, there are something. That is what we are researched about, and this research only we made into your products. What are the bioactive compounds? I will give you 2 to 3 things, example of our research material. That research material will give you an explanation what our product is specialized of and what our compounds are specialized of. If we talk about bioactive compound, that bioactive compound was extracted and it was strengthened, okay, and it was energized, that we can say, and it can be, what to say, it put in a right place for the formulators to formulate, in a right place to do. If you want taken back to compound, if it does not go and target into the cells, what it can be done, it can be encapsulated. If it is encapsulated properly, it will go into your cells and effectively works in your body. It is the encapsulated material that what we can do, that is the rebalancing and encapsulated things. Repairing effect of the cellular metabolism, biological activity of the hormones. That particular bioactive compound targeted cells will repair your cells effectively. When the bioactive compounds are enriched, when the bioactive compound are extracted for your particular targeted cells, when the bioactive compound are made activated, or your bioactive compound are encapsulated to do not lose its activity. When it goes into your body has so much of hindrance because your environment is polluted. Your body is also polluted. When a signal is coming, when your body signal is going around, we feel it's a clean room. So we feel somewhat clean it is. Okay, AC is also there. Because of AC, some gases is also coming. If you talk about gases, these are the gases responsible for the ozone layer to hold. Okay, these are the gases which are responsible for the ozone layers to be hold. These gases we are inhaling daily life. Without AC, we cannot live. Even this is a very cold climate, but we need AC. Why? Because our body are tuned to AC. So like kind of because of environment, because of pollution and other kind of things, or whether our body will effectively accept our bioactive compounds, no, effectively it does not affect. Apart from environment also, our body environment also asks something. Ask for smoke, ask for alcohol, ask for unhealthy foods, junk foods, correct or not? Our body is always response for these kind of activities, these kind of things only. So we are leading an abnormal life. So the bioactive compound, if the body is abnormal also, it has to rightly target the target cells, it has to rightly signals your body, rightly sells your body, rightly effectively sells your body, and make a effective effects on your body cells. That what our bioactive compounds do, that we are very proudly we can say that our bioactive compounds are targeted bioactive compounds, or we can say as functionalized bioactive compound. It knows how it is functionalized. You know the word functionalized bioactive compound. Likewise, we are functionalizing the compounds. That's what we can say. That's our Ortuss nutraceutical product support. Holistic and also modernized science what we are having. You know about holistic approach means Ayurveda, Siddha and Unani, and there is a new concept which is Amchi. Amchi, you know? What is Amchi in Hindi? I am not very familiar in Hindi. Can anybody say what is Amchi in Hindi? Sir?
They used to say Sovarippa.
Soarappa?
Yeah. Tibetan.
Tibetan.
Amchi like this.
It's a Tibetan word, huh?
Yeah.
It's not a Hindi word.
Sovarippa, Tibetan word. Amchi they used to say in Hindi.
Okay, Amchi is nothing but we can directly relate with minerals, sir. Minerals. Amchi is directly related with minerals, we can say, mineral compounds. Soarappa. You go into Ayush website. Ayush, you know, no? Ayush is what? Ayurveda, Yoga, Unani, Siddha, homeopathies. You go into Ayush website and you see. Now our Indian government has newly added a therapy which is Soarappa. That is a Thailand-based medicinal therapy which is an very effective therapy. What they will say, it's a mineral compound therapy. We take a base from that Soarappa mineral therapy. So I told you, soil has to be fertilized, the soil has to be effectively made, and soil has to be nourished. That's what I'm saying about now. That mineral compound, that the nutrient compound, that the bioactive compound, what we have, that what we are saying, very proudly says, that is the Soarappa, what we had inhibited now. You can say, you can go and see the Ayush website itself. Now it is newly included. You know about homeopathy, you know. It's a new news, what I'm saying. It's new only, no, to you all. Like a school students itself, all of you are sitting. You are not students, no? Correct? As a scientist, why we are developing products? Always when we develop a product, we think we think you people. For peoples only, for society only we are developing products. When we are talking about society, society is all our friends, no? We are all friends only, no? Then like that you can interact, no? Scientists means you will not interact, not like that, no? Whatever you are thinking in your mind, you can say. Okay, this is a new term, no? New news only, no? Yes. No news, even government also did not give, even our Prime Minister also haven't given this news, sir. Correct? You go and see the Ayush website, you can see now, this is, Soarappa is a new inclusion, like Ayurvedic, Unani, Siddha. This is a new therapy that what our company first adapted. That what we can say. That's our specialty also we can say. Because it's a core mineral form, core soil form therapy is the Soarappa therapy. Then for this therapy we'll have another special session. On the session we will explain about what is Soarappa, what it does in your body. Okay. Then what is our approach? What is this modernized approach? We are saying, what is modernized? What you are talking about modernized? What is the specialty of modernized we can say, no? We have an active compound which is synchronized active compound. Synchronized, it will synchronize with each other. Simple. Optimized. It optimized to the right level. That is optimized level. Then it is symbiotic. Symbiotic means one will help another compound. If you are adding some 5 compounds, one compound will help another compound. That was said to be symbiotic. Synergetic. Synergetic means when it goes in a right path, it also goes in the same path. If one compound, when one active is going in this kind of path, another compound in another path, your body will get a right signal for an effective therapy. For an effective therapy, for a complete therapy, it has to synchronize with each other. When it is synergetic with each other, that's what we do. And orthomolecular therapy is also. Orthomolecular means the molecule kind of orthotherapy also we are doing. That is orthomolecular therapy. If you feel like whether you micronize the product, we micronized. Whether you granulated the product, we granulated. Whether you macronize the product, we macronize the product. For example, I can say this fat-soluble vitamins. Vitamin E is a fat-soluble vitamin. It goes in your body and fat solubles only, it will soluble. So that kind of molecules and all, we itself encapsulated with that fat molecule compound, said it when it goes to your body, immediately you get a signal. It's that, for example, I will tell you one secret, okay? One secret of our product. That is, we have a Silmarin lens. This simple Silmarin we are making into liposome encapsulated, because Silmarin completely absorbs in your body when it is encapsulated with a fatty compounds. So it is encapsulated with a liposomal material. When it is encapsulated, this encapsulation will give an effective mechanism, that is macronized molecules also we do that. It is micronized and also macronized. Micronized means you can also speak about nanoparticles. Nanoparticles, you know, no? Nanomaterial, we are converting into nanomaterial. So that nanomaterials are easy. You go and search science bar. You go and search in your Google science. Which material will go deep inside your cells? It will give immediately nanotechnology, nanomaterial. Nanomaterial goes in your body effectively. So when we're talking about minerals, Soyrup also speak about minerals only. Because minerals are very small compounds. If you take a mud or soil, if you talk about magnesium, if you talk about selenium, if you say magnesium, it will be in low ppm level only, because it's a micronized minerals, we can say. This micronized minerals has to go into your body in a macronized manner. Then it only your body works. So when the micronized compound, it has to be macronized. That macronized compounds also we do for our complete mechanism of our body, mechanism of our product to work effectively. That's what we do. And also high technology extraction method, what we adapt. That is an extraction method is a chromatography extraction method, and also a lot of extraction methods. Simple I'm saying, because you also want to know about what are the things, what is science, because what our laboratory works on, what our lab mechanism works on. These and all we have to say. That is the autographic high performance HPLC, non-promoted immunoassay, and phytochemical screening. This and all. These are some of the things. Ultra modernized technologies like solid phase micro extraction, superficial extraction, and other kind of mediated extractions and encapsulated extractions also we do in our body. That what I told you. Ayurveda is herbs and its combination. Siddha is herbs, same herbs, Siddha related herbs in its combination. Unani is most of the Unani products are made up of barks of the plants, trees. That barks and roots and medicinal trees are Unani is made up of, and Soyrup is nothing but what? Mud, soil, salt, precious stones, minerals, micronutrient, and probiotic based, that is a micronized, because Soyrup is always talk about micronized. These and all its based. It is a based of Tibet, Nepal, India, and also what? This you can read, no? What is that? Northeast, Sikkim, Darjeeling, our place Assam. In this place, these are very famous. Your ancestors were using these kind of therapies only. We missed that therapies, no? So that we want to give back as these therapy as a gift to you. Okay, this ancestors, what your ancestors were using, the same thing we have to give you as a gift. That was this product has been made. And Soyrup is even an imbalanced disease is done, diseases in your body, it rebalance. It's an rebalance and make before itself. It's an antibiotic kind of. You don't directly relate with the thing. Antibiotic working mechanism will do. Before itself it works. It does not allow your disease to extend. This does not allow to disease to affect other organs or affect other functional mechanisms. If you are getting one condition, within 1 year you will get another condition. Why? Because your mechanism is not proper. It affects another mechanism. Your signal affects another mechanism. So the core signals, what we are talking about, that's what's our specialty of products. That's high technology products, we can say. Okay. Target oriented therapy, that is similarization and dissimilarization. What I was telling of 50%, it should work directly, and it also works on its working mechanism. If this cells are working for hormone, this cells has to work for energy only. This is giving blood circulation, this has to work on nerves. So the opposite direction also the product has to work, synchronously also the product has to work. Like that it has been formulated, it has been therapeutically made, and it has been therapized. You can say like Himalayan science of healing, what we can say. This is Himalayan science of therapy, better than me, you know about Himalayas. And also you have been to the mountain area. You are the people who are living in the skirts of mountain areas, what we can say. Before that, you are very close to Himalayas. The word is Himalayas is very close to your heart. Correct or not? Okay, no, because you are near Himalayas. You are the people who are living in Himalayas. You are the skirts of Himalayas, what can I say. That our science is also an Himalayan science of healing. That is Spirappa, what I was speaking about. This is a geo-nutrical concept that what I was telling is, geo means what? Geography. The geography-oriented nutraceutical concept. What? According to your geographical area, it was designed according to your geographical area. This product is specially designed for you. When I was visualizing about your geography, your mineral compound, your ancestors therapies, your ancestors herbs, your Himalayan region, your compounds and other things, this were made together and made into your product so effective. And the modern science and also your ancient science combined together, and multi-bioactive compound formation. That is, bioactive compounds, multiple bioactive compounds was formulated, and also that which has a nutraceutical efficiency. It's a herb, it's a raw soil, mud or minerals or anything. It should have a nutraceutical efficiency. That nutraceutical efficiency products also we made into it. That is the bioethnology. That is an DNA expression. It has to work on your DNA. According to your environmental, even your food habits, stress level, emotional habits, and also mental health, health is also is not proper. Signaling is also not focused, and neurological problem is also there. Your pulse is working like different things. Then it also makes sense. That is also the pulse is focusing on these kind of product. Okay. This is our therapy and product mechanism, what we say.